2. Hello and welcome everyone to another episode of the SharpSHOOTers. As always, we're your hosts, Danny and Juice. How you doing tonight, Juice?
Doing well, Daniel. I'm doing very well. Feeling quite energetic, quite ready to go here for our tournament. It is March Madness, even though March is over. It is WrestleMania season, even though we're doing WORSTleMania. And we have our special guest host trying to come through here on Discord, Jay DeFalco. He's on the struggle bus, so bear with him. He's having audio problems.
He's
So
trying to see if
here
he can
now.
hear us, so I don't know if
Wait,
he can hear both
I can hear
of us.
both of you. I can hear both of you.
So let's see
And
how
we
long
can-
this ride lasts right now.
And we can
Nobody
We can
move.
we can both hear him. Well, we're gonna have to move at some point, but we're here now. So welcome everybody. Happy to see you. We're here for our same old night. We're still gonna do some trivia. Still gonna do our 10 and 10 segment. Let's just jump right in. Quick little shout outs. Thank you to Accept the Win, the official band of the show, for being the soundtrack of our show every week. You hear them every time when we open and close the show and in between. And also, if you have not subscribed, this is an excellent week to do so because you get a buy.
A
Not a
veto.
buy, sorry. You get a veto, thank you. You get to use a veto in the first round of what we're doing tonight if you don't like one of the matchups that we choose, but you have to subscribe tonight. And so, yeah, subscribe if you have Amazon Prime. It means you have Amazon Prime Gaming. You can use our free sub to support us all the same. Charges no money towards you. So, again, if you want to get a veto in one of our matchups, you don't like what we pick, this is the night to do it. Kill Tomato says if Judas is in your mind, he also in the tit.
Is he also?
Yeah, if Judas is in your mind, is he also in the tit? Well, we'll see very shortly. But first, we're going to start off with our trivia. We're doing it a little bit different last week and this week. Last week was me giving a trivia question to our special guest host here, Jay. So now, Danny, it is your turn for a trivia question towards Jay DeFalco. Let's
Yes.
see if you can get him.
Probably.
See if you can get a win. Who knows? This could be your
For
first.
those of you that haven't been keeping track of our trivia, we're not keeping track this week or last week because we have a special guest, so thank God I don't need to show a score. It doesn't matter, Jay. Zip it up,
Zero.
Juice. So, with that being said, I chose a very easy one tonight because I've been very much on the Danhausen wagon since before WWE, but I'm enjoying what he does in WWE. So, very easy question tonight, I think. How many WWE superstars has Danhausen cursed so far?
Ha.
See, it'd be easy if I watched the product, other than watching the
Well,
clips.
I wasn't
and-
sure if you've seen like stuff online because recently with April Fool's being yesterday, he kind of did a rundown of all of them and stuff. So wasn't
Well,
sure if you
I-
saw some stuff.
So I know it was Dom. No, he's been doing stuff with the Miz. I think he's now branching into cursing women now. He's only been on TV for about a month. Go 9.
Ooh, 9. That's a big number. A little too high. He's
Ah.
only officially had technically 5 overall, but if we're talking about WWE superstars, 4.5 if you count Kofi Kingston because he kind of shielded and got Grayson Waller to take one for him. But the official count is Grayson Waller, Dom Mysterio, The Miz, and Kit Wilson.
So he didn't actually start with cursing women. He just said he's going to branch out to do it. I saw a clip of something like that.
Yes, I don't think he's cursed any women yet. At least I haven't seen any.
Yeah, and he cursed I Show Speed, but that doesn't count because your question was WWE
I got one.
superstars.
I got one.
It doesn't count though, Danny.
Damn it!
Doesn't count.
I
Sir,
knocked off my
still-
headphones by accident. See, that's how upset I was.
No, the audio's
Doesn't
gone.
matter. Streak lives. All right. Well, there you go. That is our trivia for the week. Well done to Danny for the unofficial point, I suppose. And now it is time for our favorite segment of the week. It's time for the tit.
This is.
10
I
and
think this
10.
is the only reason Killer Tomato comes to watch the show.
It is the 10 and 10, and is where we talk about 10 points from the week that was in wrestling. 10 points in 10 minutes. And if we go a little bit over, it is okay. We want to talk with you in the chat. I think Kill Tomato wants you to say it, Danny.
Say what? The tit?
There it is. I heard him go yay. Wherever he
I
is.
just heard it shout through my walls right now.
Yay! All right, so
Give me one.
gonna dive on
second.
it.
I just need to get
Also-
to the timer.
also we do have a third guest host
So definitely
this
a
week.
run
So
over
obviously,
10. Yeah.
obviously the 10 minutes will go a little bit over. The good thing is that we're well, not the good thing, but well, no, we weren't really coming off a pay-per-view last time either, so it's not that. Either way,
We're good. We're fine. Ready,
we're good. We'll
set.
be.
Oh, wait,
Oh,
hold on.
wait.
Yeah.
Apparently, Danhausen cursed Danny when it comes to trivia. Oh, is he wrong? Oh, no. He just means in general. Never
Oh.
mind.
I guess because he hasn't gotten any right.
Yeah.
I'm still insulted, but I'm glad I wasn't wrong at least. Hi, Harley. How you doing?
I was gonna pop there for a minute. I was like, oh, did he get it wrong?
I would be so upset. I literally looked at the Twitter yesterday. I was like, we haven't had any wrestling since any WWE since yesterday. I looked through it. I'm like, these are the ones I remember on TV also. So that was my fact check. If it's wrong, then screw it. I'm pretty sure it's not.
Oh,
it's
man.
definitely not 9.
Okay.
I know that for a fact.
So, here we go. 10 and 10. Let's start off with the big one of the week. Chris Jericho is back in AEW. He kicked off the show last night, making Tony Schiavone look like an idiot. Always a good start for me personally. Comes out, seems like he's going to be a babyface, judging by the way it was all kind of presented and shown. All he said was, Winnipeg, AEW, I'm home, and left. So we don't really know what his path is. Dynasty's in a week. They're in Jericho. They're in Canada for the next week and a half. What do you guys think about Jericho being back? And do you think he wrestles at Dynasty? And if so, who?
Go ahead, Jim.
Okay, so, I've always liked Jericho. I did not like his last gimmick. I thought it was just terrible. And the thing about Jericho is we need them to have a restraining order where he cannot have Sammy Guevara anywhere near him during this run. Keep him away from Sammy Guevara.
Did you see that Sammy tweeted a picture of the two of them last night?
No, why? Sammy, why?
I swear to God. He did
gotta learn to quit him.
That's so funny.
I gotta quit you.
So, go ahead.
He needs a solo babyface run with nobody with him.
Yeah.
Nobody.
I agree.
And
I was gonna say the same thing really quick. That he just doesn't need. I don't want him to have a faction again. Finish. Go ahead. Sorry.
And I said to you last night. I figured, who else has nothing going on right now? Swerve.
Yep.
Him and Swerve together.
Yep.
Again, coming in hot. Jericho doesn't have any of that hate on him right now or that stink on him. Put him with a heel Swerve. Give him a good feud. Other than that, I don't know where to put him. No titles or anything.
I agree. I think it was a good comeback last night. I think it was short, sweet, simple. I expected more, but I wasn't unhappy with what we got. I loved how he just kind of faked them out and stuff. And I'm really just honestly glad he's not with WWE because I don't think he would have had a good last run as we just saw with John Cena. So
Walter's probably disappointed too.
Yeah. So I'm overall, I like that he's still in AEW. I do like Jericho. Like you said, Jay, I did not like the learning tree gimmick at all.
Yeah.
I didn't like him with the ROH title for a year, wasting that. So as long as this has a good focus and he's, I'm open to him being babyface and solo. I'm curious to see what it looks like because he hasn't done it at all in AEW, minus a few months in there.
Yep.
And I thought Swerve first at 2, but with this short notice, I don't think it's Swerve.
I don't think he's wrestling at Dynasty.
No, I don't think either of them are.
I think you need to be careful with who he fights with first, because obviously, assuming they want him to be babyface, it's easy in Canada, but when they leave Canada, I feel like the crowds might boo him and turn on him. So you really got to be sympathetic. So I want to see what this is going to be more first. But overall, I'm glad he's back.
Agreed.
Obviously, a month from now, that could change my tune. A week from now could change my tune, but we'll see.
We have 9 points left. We got to do these a little quicker than 3 minutes a point. Next point, women's title.
That's all right. Yeah, well, that was a big one. That's fine. We got
for sure. I just saw 3 minutes. I was like, ooh.
Yeah. AEW women's title. I'm curious because Tony Storm's hurt, and apparently the reports were that the plan was for Tony versus Tekla at Dynasty, and that they were probably going to give it to Tony and run back Tony Mercedes at All In. That was the rumored plan. Now with Tony out, we're a week away from Dynasty. There's only 4 matches on the card, by the way.
I know, it's crazy.
What do you do? I mean, is Mercedes back at Dynasty? Do you just soft launch her back in, saying she's in the Owen and that's it? What does Tekla do? Where do you guys think the forecast is going to be with this women's title? Because I don't know if you. I think you have to keep Mercedes as a heel, but
Yeah,
know.
I think Mercedes is gonna be one of those tweeners, especially now that she's down to like 2 titles. She just recently lost another one, so she's gonna be coming back soon. I think she goes into the Owen. As far as Tekla right now, I don't know because of the injuries who they're gonna put her against, but like they have a lot of women on that roster. They can bring back someone. They can bring back like a Riho, or they can bring back like a Shida and just like throw them into a match with her and give her a short little feud. They can bring back a Serena Deebs. Like they have talent there that they can just like band-aid it until Monet.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Yeah, I just think if Mercedes is a heel, you really need a strong babyface that's gonna do Wembley. And
Yeah.
right now, it might be Hayter,
Yeah.
honestly. But she's doing the tag team thing, so I don't know. We'll
Jim,
see.
what do you think?
I also have no idea what they do for Dynasty, but I do think in regards to Mercedes Moné very quickly is you bring her back as a heel, have Tekla lay her out to turn her face.
Yeah, it's
and
not bad.
that could start that feud to go into All In, where the crowd's behind her on a brand new run, where Ultimo Mania is over. But other than that, I have no other ideas.
Sure, unless you're Harley, the crowd will be behind her, so it's fine. Like
yeah,
that.
I just think Mercedes.
Hold on, sorry. Carol Last asked, do you think Mercedes answers Will's open challenge on Collision? I don't think they bring her back for an open challenge that she shouldn't win, because I don't think she should win anything until the Women's World Championship next.
Actually, also keep in mind, it's a pre-taped episode. It's airing tonight.
Yeah.
So, which, by the way, thank you for anybody that is staying with us. We know it's a Collision tonight, but we figured it's pre-taped, and we didn't want to move tonight because it's a big tournament. So, Omega MJF, things are heating up. What do you guys think of
hold
what
on.
they did last
Omega's a liar. Last night he said that he's never called himself something like MJF has called himself. He had a huge hero run with Callis. He called himself like the god of the earth or whatever. Like Omega's called himself some shit. I just wanted to call that out right away. He said last night he said that.
The face, he doesn't call himself those things.
Liar. But no, I thought it was good. I liked it a lot. It was a good signing. They had a good back and forth promo. I was confused at first why Omega was in his ring gear and MJF wasn't, but then that was answered right away with the match next. But I liked it overall.
You forgot about the match.
No, I just didn't know it was gonna be next. I thought like it was later in the night, so I was like, why is one ready and one not?
Yeah. I mean, I'm excited for the match, although now I'm leaning more towards the MJF side of winning. But we'll get to that more as we progress here. But yeah, I don't know. What do you think, Jim? Anything?
Again, MJF does the MJF things where he tries to pull from reality, like with the doctor with the diverticulitis.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and he's gonna pull those things. You know how the whole match is gonna go. He's gonna hit him right in the diverticulitis the entire match with a cheap shot to win or something like that.
Yeah, I just think something's going on. Cause like they keep pulling like Kenny's gonna outwork him and like he has to do this. I think
he's not gonna have another historic run. So like
he could.
I'm just saying like I don't know. I don't think you need him
now.
to. And I think Kenny winning the belt here is not a bad move when you have all these heels also that are like ready to go with Andrade, with the Callis family, with Swerve.
Yeah.
So like that's not a bad move to have Kenny win it.
You can absolutely run it back at Double or Nothing,
100%.
but like with Double or Nothing being in New York, I just feel like MJF with the belt going into New York in some way is the move. But
yeah,
they're also in Canada, so it's interesting. Next up, Will Ospreay versus Pac last night. Awesome match. I loved it. Yeah. I loved everything from the attack, the build up, his work. I thought it was excellent. I love the post match beatdown.
I was gonna say, I don't know. There were some fans who said they didn't like it and they thought it was like stupid. I loved it. I thought it was so good how they stopped it. How he like showed him like I'm taking mercy on you. I thought it was greatly done.
And I do think last night was a very well-paced Dynamite, by the way.
Yes.
For a first hour that had very little wrestling,
bro,
it didn't feel like
especially compared to last week. I feel like last week's Dynamite was not good, and then this one like really came right back.
Last week was good. 2 weeks ago.
That's what I meant. Sorry. Yeah.
But
recently, just a recent Dynamite.
Yeah, I loved it. I'm looking forward to Ospreay versus Mox, and I think Mox is going to beat him. Has to beat him, but I don't know.
Actually,
he won't quit. He won't quit though. One of those things where like
or a draw. It'll be a draw. That's probably.
It's something where like Ospreay won't lose any of the shine for being back. I feel, but he will lose.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. We'll talk about
that.
I
think with the Owen coming up and him being the projected winner.
That's why I think he needs the win to go into the Owen. You don't want a loss going into the Owen.
But then you give him
motivation.
We're doing another 2-belt storyline.
Motivation, bro.
That's fair too.
I lost against Moxley. I gotta get in the Owen.
All right, next up,
yeah,
we have Darby versus Andrade. happening at Dynasty. If Darby wins, he gets the next world title shot. It's not number one contender, so Andrade could win and not get a title shot. I think
That's
it's a
so
good
stupid.
stipulation.
Makes him mad.
Now, yeah, well, MJF agreed to it, and that's why Andrade doesn't get the title shot. Only Darby does. So, question is now: does that mean it's Darby Omega or Darby MJF at Double or Nothing, or does Darby get the title shot on TV leading up to Double or Nothing? What do you guys think? Or does Darby not even win?
I think the more interesting storyline is Darby not winning, but I do think Darby wins and it's Darby MJF at Double or Nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Don Callis family is just all chicanery all the time, so you really can't guarantee, oh yeah, so and so is gonna win against them because they're everywhere.
Yeah.
You don't know who's gonna pop out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Just to stop or help or do this or do that. But also, there's also the fact that there's splinters in the family that they don't seem to want to push yet. We'll see where that leads, if it leads to anything.
Yeah, I think it's all good. I'm looking forward to this. Men's world title picture has been great. I do think that other title pictures have suffered a little bit because of the focus, but the men's world title picture
it's just amazing how Paige just came off that world title run, which was dog shit, and now this world title run just night and day compared to that one.
Well, because there's no plan. That's the
I
thing. It's unfortunate.
Ospreay and Swerve both were injured. Then
like a lot.
But even then, they were.
Wardlow got injured when he was supposed to come back for it, so that rushed Fletcher. Like, it was weird.
Yeah, but you weren't going to do babyface Swerve and Ospreay against babyface Paige after that. But whatever. All right, we're almost out of time, and we are out of time, and we're halfway done. So let's do a little bit of a speed round here. Kyle Fletcher, rumored to have been injured, walking around in a boot after Collision this past week. No mention of it on Dynamite. Could be a reason why there's no match for him announced yet at Dynasty, because they're waiting to see if he's okay. What do you guys think? How serious do you think it is? Do you think he's that hurt, or is it just precautionary?
I think it's precautionary. I don't think you put him on Dynasty just to make sure he's like 100%. There's no reason, because that looked bad for a second. Like, he did not get to extend his foot at all. Mark Davis just a big body and just could not let him, like, it was a pure accident, but it's crazy. So I think you let him rest, but I don't think I don't think he tore an MCL, ACL, or anything like that, because I think they would have reported that already.
Yeah. I think it was just a boot. It's probably just his foot, if anything, not his whole.
I heard it was his ankle.
Yeah.
Is that all a boot?
Yep. All right. Nice. Next 2 points. I'm going to kind of combine them just in general. I thought Collision was amazing this past week, even though it was split.
It was so much fun.
Into two. Well, actually, no, this wasn't the split
No,
one.
this week was normal.
This was live. I loved it. I thought it was a great episode. It was live. So that helped it a lot. Knight and Okada was amazing. I liked the mix-up of talent that we saw. We saw a lot of talent we haven't been seeing a lot lately, like MXM, The Rascals, Private Party, Ace Austin. I thought Harley Cameron looked awesome.
Yes.
In her match, by the way.
Yeah, I really liked her.
In a while. Yeah. So I mean, it's just a good episode overall. I don't know if you guys have anything you want to add about Collision in general, but I just wanted to give that a shout out. Good episode.
It was solid. I just Eddie back, man. Like, come on.
I know.
Yeah, I don't understand what they're doing with that. Like, that's probably the most annoying part of it. Collision tonight's gonna be interesting with the FTR, Cope, and Christian angle. So we'll see how that goes. Next up, we got Randy Orton. Who do you think he's on the phone with? That's really just the question. Who do you think he's calling in? Mommy. Like Rhea Ripley?
I mean, with the way that they... So the video they posted today, if you guys didn't see it, he was on the phone with the person saying, "I'll see you on Friday at SmackDown. You'll be there."
Yep.
And they're in St. Louis, where he's from, and in the background was literally a picture of him with his dad.
It has to be his family.
I almost think now WWE being WWE, that's too obvious.
Kevin Owens says Harley.
Yeah, but like, didn't Harley? You can let me know, or Danny, you can let me know. Didn't he say like this is like he said like wrestling has more than one royal family?
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
Like,
This is
you'd think it's somebody,
and that's why I instinctively
blood.
thought his family also. I don't know why other people like jumped to like McMahon's and this and that. It didn't help that Stephanie was on Raw this past week, which terrible segment, but whatever. So that didn't help at all. But like now everyone thinks it's Vince because of the Stephanie spot. So I have no idea.
I would not be surprised if it's Vince. Or
It's
if
not
Vince.
Vince. Stop it. It's
or
not
Shane.
Vince.
Hey,
Shane, fine. It's not Vince McMahon.
it can be. I'm not even trolling. I can honestly see Vince McMahon being involved in the finish at Mania, whether it's Cody turning heel and joining Vince doing a WrestleMania 17, or him helping. I would
Jim,
not
talk sense
be
into your brother.
surprised.
It's not Vince McMahon. God damn it, Jim.
I think again, I have not been watching. I see the clips. I don't think they have the balls to have Vince return
Brock's back
in America. If they brought him back in Saudi, that's a different story.
That's fair.
Because that crowd is not an American crowd.
It's Vegas.
All right.
They wouldn't care about any of the legal stuff that's going on right now. They'll just see Vince and just cheer. So I don't think so.
Fans are gonna listen. They're gonna chant "Thank you, Vince" when Stephanie's getting inducted. Just you wait.
God.
Like this crowd,
Okay.
the crowd's gonna cheer for him whenever it happens. And I just want the record to show I don't want him to come.
No,
back.
I know you don't. I'm just saying that it just makes me sick
Carry
right
on.
now. Last point. So we finally have an answer to the burning question of who's going what at WrestleMania because of the Rey Mysterio injury, because of the Braun Breaker injury. They just put these two guys together, and now it's Seth versus Walter at Mania. It hasn't even been explained yet as to why. All we saw was that Seth attacked Paul Heyman after he was medically cleared, and then right before he stomped him, Walter took him out, choked him out, pointed at the WrestleMania sign, and walked away. So we have no idea of why this match is happening besides that these two just need a match at Mania, and they have no partners besides each other.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you can fault them for not thinking of a more creative thing sooner or whatever. But given the situation,
Only way to go.
I don't hate it.
100%.
That's what you got to do.
Going to be a good
And
match.
honestly,
Just
it
why?
didn't even dawn on me until afterwards. It's our first time ever.
Yeah, right? Like, that's
They've
what I'm
never fought
saying.
one-on-one,
I'm not upset about the
so-
match. Just give me a like, did Paul hire you? Like, I'm sure they'll explain it next week.
Yeah,
But just
they'll
like,
get there.
ugh. But yeah, no, we finally figured out what was happening.
Yeah.
It looks like Breaker. So there's two stories going on. Breaker might still be injured, or because of the Vision, like, pretty much being dead in the water, they don't want to rush Breaker back and like force the feud anymore. So I'm not sure what the reason is, but it looks like Breaker is just not going to be at Mania.
Yeah, well, and I read that apparently he's cleared. They just
Yeah.
don't want to use him yet. They don't want to rush it. But all right, well, folks, that was our 16 and 10. We went
That
a
was
little bit
yeah,
over, but
the sit.
I mean, there's some big stuff to talk about this week, especially with Jericho. And we have a third guest, so whatever.
It's all his
I'm
fault.
sure it's fine. Yeah. All right, folks, it is time to dive back into the WORSTleMania tournament. Just a reminder, if you were not here last week and you're joining us now, this is a tournament to determine the worst thing to ever happen to wrestling. Not in wrestling, it's the worst thing to ever happen to wrestling, meaning like the sport of wrestling, the business of wrestling, whatever you want to term it or say it, but that's the discussion. What is the worst thing to ever happen to wrestling? This topic and the field were determined by our guest host here, Jay DeFalco. He won the Royal Rumble game back in January, February, whenever that was. This was his topic. So here we are. We did all of round one last week, so if you missed it and you're watching on demand, pause now, go back and watch last week's episode over on our YouTube, and then come back to this timestamp and you can watch the rest of the tournament. Now, we are starting with round two. Just a reminder also, we all have... What are you doing? Why are we going through all the matchups?
I was going through all the round one matchups. Relax. This is round two.
You don't know what's going on here. So we each of us get one veto to use in the first two rounds. I used my veto last week. Danny and Jim still have their vetoes to use. And if any of you sign up and you're not subscribed and you subscribe tonight, if you want to use a veto in one of the first matchups in this current round, you can. Once we get to the round of 16, you can no longer use a veto. So it's only available in this current round. So I think that's everything. It's best 2 out of 3. No one has teams. No one has dogs in this fight. Let's dive in, I guess,
We got
right?
dogs
Anything
in
else?
this fight.
Bro.
All right,
hard
so the
dogs.
first matchup, we have Dixie Carter's handling of TNA versus Tony Schiavone in AEW. Which one of these is the worst thing to happen to wrestling?
So I'll start this one off. As much as Tony Schiavone is terrible on the mic, as much as Tony Schiavone is awful to hear, and even when he was in WCW's glory days, he wasn't the reason people were listening. I think Dixie Carter's handling of TNA just is still like a huge bumble in professional wrestling history. Just because of how like she mishandled a company that really had potential to be what kind of AEW is now. Just sucks. So I think Dixie for me.
Okay, so I will go next. So again, I tell you this. I go not with this. I go with my gut or my heart. Okay? So, despite of all of Dixie Carter's failings, TNA inevitably still exists in some way, shape, or form. Dixie Carter is not a part of the wrestling community. But do you know who is still part of the wrestling community? Contributes every single week, multiple hours a week. Tony Schiavone.
It's Sting. All right, Juice, it's 1-1 tiebreaker, sir. I wonder who you're going with.
Well, I'm glad you went first, Jim. What?
I figured as much to give it dramatic.
So, this is fortunate that it's the first matchup of the night. I'm going to do my best to really try and have us get this right. I don't like him in AEW at all, but I have to agree with Danny. Out of these two, the worst thing to happen to wrestling is Dixie Carter's handling of TNA. Even though it's still around, it is a shell of its former self. It's a shell of a shell of a shell. So I'm going with Dixie Carter's handling of TNA.
All right. I was surprised. I thought it was gonna be Tony. Next up,
again, you got me in the first matchup. Maybe
you're just still real happy right now. Next up, we have Nicholas, the youngest champion in WWE history, against the Death of Territory Wrestling. Who wants to start this one off?
I will. The lineage of the tag team champions will forever be tarnished by a child winning a tag team title. How many wrestlers wrestle their entire careers, never achieve even that level of success?
And a WrestleMania match. Don't forget that too.
WrestleMania moment where he didn't even point at the sign.
Did he point at the sign?
He pointed at the sign and he got a Mania match. What are we doing? That's the rule. You point at the sign, you get the match. Everyone knows it. Even Jelly Roll knows it. But Death of Territory Wrestling, we don't know what could have happened. Well, we do know it would have been smaller markets, have like individual TV shows. It wouldn't have been nationwide. It wouldn't have been there wouldn't have been a monopoly by Vince as early as it did. And if it just kept going, I think it eventually would have died as well.
So you're saying the death was inevitable?
Yeah, I just think
that's interesting.
I think as the world grew, and consumerism and everything got bigger and bigger, like the 70s and 80s and even in the 90s, the smaller wrestling companies, smaller territories would have had to pay more.
Yeah, of course.
And again, like I think it was an inevitability that Vince just put his foot on the gas to let happen eventually.
All right, so what's your vote there, Jim?
As much as I hate Nicholas, as much as I hate that a 10-year-old held a title in a company, it's still not the worst thing that's ever happened to wrestling. It's the Death of Territory Wrestling for me. That's
Juice,
my
you
gut.
want to go next?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Death of Territory Wrestling as well, just because of all the, even though it was back then, all the jobs that were lost, opportunities lost.
Agreed.
A lot of fans just stopped, probably following or seeing the people that they wanted. So yeah, and while the indies still live on now, I mean that's essentially what Territory Wrestling was on a slightly bigger scale back then. But yeah, Death of Territory.
All right, that's a clean sweep because I would have voted for Death of Territory as well. Moving on, we have wrestling super fans or telling fans what they want.
Yeah, I'll go first here. I'm gonna go with wrestling super fans just because I don't think this one on the right. This is one of the ones I just don't think should really be in here. I think it's too vague and broad, and like in some ways you need to tell the fans like, who you're presenting as like whatever. It's just sometimes the fans don't want it. It's different. I mean, obviously you can pivot sometimes, but sometimes they just need to accept like certain things. I'm not saying everything. I'm not everything on this list, but yeah, I think wrestling super fans are definitely worse to wrestling in regards to their entitlement and expectations. So that's my vote.
Yeah, I 100% agree there. Wrestling super fans are the worst. Telling fans what they want, I mean, yeah, I don't know. So wrestling super fans for me.
Yep, wrestling super fans. If you've ever been to a wrestling event or a wrestling convention, you
I
know
still can't believe there are conventions.
you're far away from those people.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
All right, moving on. We have Vicky Guerrero becoming an on-screen talent or WWE's partnership with Saudi Arabia. I'll start this one off. Fuck Saudi Arabia. I hate it every single time. That's my vote.
Jim, any thoughts?
Anyone?
Well,
I saw his lips move. I thought he was talking.
because I was thinking of something funny. I was like, you should have one of your like buttons that we can like redeem. And excuse me.
Oh God.
Oh God, no.
Oh, thank you.
But yeah, the partnership with Saudi that benefits very few people, and we know who that benefits. It's not great for wrestling. It's what it is.
Yep, I'm with you guys as well. It's the Saudi partnership. Yeah.
All right. Moving on. Now, this one might actually be a little bit of a debate. Vince McMahon's creative business practices or Brock Lesnar's part-time run?
So I'll go first.
I said might be a debate.
I don't think it should be a debate unless any of you disagree. The only thing I'm going to say is that one of these is basically just a microcosm of the other thing.
I was thinking the same thing.
So my vote is for Vince McMahon's creative and business practices because you wouldn't have Brock Lesnar's part-time run if it wasn't for Vince, and it's part of it. So yeah, Vince.
Jim, is that a vote for Vince?
Oh, Vince is here. Oh, hi, Vince.
He's in the room with us.
I can't vote for him if he's looking at me.
Oh.
I feel like he likes that.
He's fired Danny. I guess
Oh, dang.
Shit.
That means the show's over.
Yeah, I go with
Well,
Vince.
it's a good run, guys. Have a great night.
Wait, we didn't finish.
Yeah, I go with Vince because again, it all kind of melds together. Those two things meld together.
Yes,
And by the way,
sir.
anybody watching, if you have any thoughts on any of these matchups as we're going along, please throw it in chat. Let us know. We'd love to
we
hear
do
what you
promise
guys
some
think.
of these will be a little more of a debate. Just these first few have been pretty easy to go through.
And also, just to put it out there, I'm surprised I didn't say it sooner. I'm sure nobody will, but just a friendly reminder. Even though it's pre-taped, since we're not watching it live, please no collision spoilers in the chat.
Oh yes.
I'm sure nobody would have done that, but I just wanted to, just in case.
Keverlast. All right, so next up we have the Montreal Screwjob versus 50-50 booking.
But this one's tough.
Yeah, this
For me, at
one's interesting.
You go first.
So,
you?
Okay, go ahead.
Who's you?
Yeah, well, I thought
we both
I'll
said
go
the same
first.
thing.
I said one.
So I think overall for wrestling itself, I think the 50-50 booking is a bigger problem because that's been something that has continued and is, if anything, is taking over wrestling a little bit more nowadays. The Montreal Screwjob was bad, and it didn't help wrestling, but it didn't shine like such a negative light where it set anything back. Whereas 50-50 booking, like, some guys can't even get momentum anymore just because like they have to lose a match here, or they have to like do a DQ, or they have to do something to keep their face. So I'm gonna go with 50-50 booking.
Jim?
You go first. I'm still thinking.
Okay. Well, then I'll make this easy. I'm going with 50-50 booking.
Okay.
Ooh.
Okay. So now I can do my joke. Okay, hold on. I'm getting a phone call. Hello?
What?
Yes? No. Okay. Thank you. That was Bret Hart. He told me that the Montreal Screwjob destroyed wrestling forever.
Oh. Well, if he said it.
Well, the Montreal
He
Screwjob
can't be-
coupled with Goldberg kicking him in the face destroyed wrestling
Yeah,
forever.
it all combines. No, but
Yeah.
I go with what you guys said before. I just wanted to do that bit.
All right, next up. Oh my God. So this one's just a weird matchup. We have the What Chant versus the Benoit family tragedy. Now, I'm gonna say something here, but just because eventually we do have to not just put the Benoit family tragedy just all the way through each matchup. When we talk about wrestling itself, the Benoit family tragedy was a terrible news what's the word? Bad PR thing for wrestling. I get that. But like Jim said last week, if anything, it kind of shone a little light on CT, and it might have helped a little bit in the long run. The What Chant's still something that's very annoying to this day. This is still something that literally affects crowds. It affects wrestlers. It affects performers.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to vote for the What Chant right now. I might change it, but right now I think I'm going to vote for the What Chant. And I feel weird voting for it.
Well, Danny, honestly, I don't think you should. I'm pretty much in lockstep with you. Obviously, the Benoit family tragedy is just that.
Terrible.
But like I said in the beginning, the focus here, we really have to think about what was the worst thing that happened to wrestling. Not in wrestling, but to it, to the sport, to its reputation.
Yeah, and that's how I'm thinking about it also, yeah.
The Benoit family tragedy is awful. Awful, awful thing. But yeah, I think the remnants of the What Chant are worse. So my vote's also for the What Chant.
I concur, because again, a lot of the fallout of the Benoit stuff was swiftly swept under a rug and never discussed.
Yeah.
Which again is terrible, because again, it kind of pushes the blame and all that stuff. But again, it is what it is. We know what it is. Horrible, terrible tragedy. Never should have happened. But the What Chant is still existing, and it's messing with a lot of nonsense. It's just fans hijacking shows, which is fun sometimes, but not during every promo for the last 15 years.
Honestly, yeah. I've honestly never thought it was fun from day one.
I mean, I only thought it was fun when Austin first started doing it. I never thought it was fun when the fans started doing it. But yeah, all right. Next matchup of round 2, matchup number 8, we have the anonymous Raw GM or Michael Cole's commentary. Almost kind of the same thing, yeah.
Very interesting.
I'm gonna have to go with Michael Cole's commentary because a big annoyance with the anonymous Raw GM was also Michael Cole.
It's a matter of what's worse, Michael Cole just doing commentary or Michael Cole doing commentary with plexiglass around him.
The coal mine.
Yeah, the plexiglass.
It was great.
Was it? That's why it's on the list, though. So, I will also, because again, the couple of these matchups are very weird how they've fallen into each other. Where
I agree.
It's kind of the same thing. Where if you kind of are apples and oranging it, both kind of apples. I go anonymous Raw GM.
Oh,
because it still is hatred for Michael Cole, but it's more of a pinpointed hatred.
Interesting.
Where when Juice last week was so vehemently angry about it, if I'm correct, he used his veto to keep it going forward.
It is true. Mm-hmm.
That made me look into it because I was a little bit of a lapsed fan during this time. And holy, was it worse than the little bits I remember. It's like they gave Excuse Me more time and more annoyance.
Yeah.
Just nobody could touch him. I'm a commentator. You can't hit me. I'm in a plexiglass. Terrible.
Juice, how do you feel?
Well, I use my veto for a reason. Nope, I'm here.
Nope,
I'm here. I use my veto for a reason. Obviously, I will let the fates do whatever they're gonna do. If either of you, if Danny chooses to be that guy, so be it. But I'm voting for the anonymous Raw GM.
I don't hate Michael Cole that much to use my veto. We have a whole other side of the bracket, so let's get there. Matchup number 9, WWF becoming WWE or the Dirt Sheets?
It's the Dirt Sheets. That's my vote. Dirt sheets all day.
That was a quick one.
Yep. You guys can discuss.
I concur. Because for 8 or 9 months, the dirt sheets have told me that Chris Jericho was a done deal going to WWE for the retirement run that he deserves, and everybody bought it. My immediate family bought it. Lies.
Dude, I mean, like,
lies.
None of it is new, but in the last week, they legit spoiled Jericho coming back and Sammy beating Carmelo like an hour before the shows.
Yeah. Very annoying.
It's fucking enough, bro.
I agree. Dirt sheets.
I get it. Just stay off the internet, but oh my god.
No, that's not true
So
either, though.
bad.
Like, you don't have to you can still report it without spoiling it. Like, you can post something where like it's clickbait and you click on it. So like, if I don't want it spoiled, I'm not gonna click on it. But when you throw it in my face, that's a different problem.
And you can't even it's the algorithm. Even if you don't follow.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Whatever.
Pop up on your Yahoo feed, both places too.
Sheets.
All right, next up, we have the Meltzer rating system versus The Undertaker's WrestleMania streak.
So I think, again, we need to really discuss amongst ourselves. We said that this is including, like, the streak ending and not just, like, the streak existing. It's both, which is
It's all encompassing, the good and the bad and the should it have gone on as long as it has? Should it have ended the way as it has? Should it have even existed as it did?
So I know how I'm gonna vote. I don't know if you want me to go first twice or just wait, but I know how I'm gonna vote. If you guys want to go,
Jim, why don't you go first this time?
Okay. So, Meltzer. I don't know when he became relevant. I don't know how he became relevant.
He's the Messiah.
In like a Lord's book.
in his rating system.
Like, when did he again? Like, I'm
for a while. Like, honestly, going back to like the 80s and 90s.
I was gonna say, I think as far back as early 90s.
Yeah, he's been doing these newsletters for a long time.
Okay, so he's been doing this for a long time.
Yeah.
When did it really start to kind of like become something where like fans were like super like changing their reactions to matches on him? Was it immediate?
Honestly, pretty early on, but it only got worse, I think, when he started doing the New Japan stuff and like the Omega styles, like 5, 6, 7 stars.
7 stars, okay.
I think that's when it really took off, but people were holding his like ratings as gospel for a long time.
It started in 82.
Yeah, I figured it was 80s, long time.
Okay, thank you for that update. Because I honestly didn't know. I know he's an older guy, and I know he was around for a bit. I just didn't know if he started during the Attitude Era or not. Because again, like I feel like nobody should have the power to like tell you how to enjoy wrestling. Like, that match was great.
Well, that's the thing. He's not even telling us. Like, it morphed into that because of the people. Like, he kind of like fell into this. I don't think he was like expecting that. That's just my opinion.
This is also what I was going to get into. Where is it so much? This is where I kind of am on both sides. Is it really a Meltzer problem or is it an IWC problem? Where they take it too far and he just does what he does, or does he feed into it? Is it like Boris kind of a thing?
Yeah. Now that he's doing 7 stars and negative 459 star, he's leaning into it. For sure.
Yeah. So again, there's that. And with the Undertaker streak, I know, like I said, a lot of the matches were in the beginning were really a lot of duds to just pad the stats. I know you can't take away the Punk match, you can't take away the HBK matches, but like to end it the way they did, and then I still think the streak, like as a whole, you built it up so much. End it the way you did and then make him lose again. If he was supposed to end it, it should have been the retirement match and he never should have been seen again.
Yeah.
But you brought him back and it nullifies a lot of good when you end something bad. Imagine watching a great 2-hour movie, the last 10 minutes suck and you have a bad taste in your mouth.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, that's how I feel. I'm going with Undertaker.
Juice, what do you got?
Yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm weighing out the good and the bad of both. Seeing what good outweighs like the overall bad of it all, and like Taker's streak had so much good to it, despite the ending, that I can't vote that one through here. I feel like Meltzer's rating system is definitely worse for wrestling. So that's my vote. I'll leave it to you, Danny.
Yeah, when I think of what's worse for wrestling, I don't know how the Undertaker's wrestling streak was bad for like the business of wrestling. I don't think it was bad for wrestling itself. I think it was for some fans great. Some fans love how it ended. Some fans thought it was good how it ended. Some fans were happy that he continued wrestling after. So like when I think about Meltzer's rating system, it's a very causes a big divide amongst people where it's like either you are living by it or you think it's like a complete joke. So I'm gonna go with Meltzer rating system.
Figured as much. I just wanted to give the Undertaker streak my honest opinion of it, because again,
Yeah.
No,
Fair
totally
enough.
fair.
considering streaks, Asuka's never won at Mania. Still going.
It's ridiculous.
You should put that on a banner.
Next up, we have in-ring sponsorships versus Jeff Hardy at Victory Road 2011. And again, just to specify for anyone at home, in-ring sponsorships are specifically WWE started in 2024 stuff, not like anything from back in the day. Ooh, so I'll start this one off. I'm not a big fan of either of these. I think the Jeff Hardy thing showed shined a big light on like just how some of these wrestlers have real issues that spill over into the ring. That was probably the most like eye-opening one. But the in-ring sponsorships, I think, is really causing the whole pro wrestling scene in WWE to look like kind of a joke a little bit. Like they have too much stuff now. They have too many stands. Like it all has to be incorporated. We said last week how it's all over everything on chairs and tables and everything. It's just too much. And I think it only gets worse from here. And that's why I think it's worse for pro wrestling, because it hasn't even finished. So it's only going to progressively get worse, in my opinion. So I'm going to go with in-ring sponsorships.
I will agree. I will say that Jeff Hardy, if that Victory Road incident was the catalyst for Jeff Hardy to kind of turn his life around or continue going down the spiral, would have been a more interesting pick. But he's had his ups and downs since then, where as bad as that match looked, it didn't change anything for him.
Yeah.
He had multiple DUIs, multiple in-ring issues. The whole that match with the Bucks at the pay-per-view, where literally shoe fell off, and like all that nonsense. It didn't really change much of Jeff, unless you talk to Matt and he tells you he's the best he's ever been. But I digress. In-ring sponsorships are stupid, they're tacky and overdone, and we're just going to get even more to the point where like they're going to put them on the wrestler's gear and then sell the gear little piece by piece for Tops or Upper Deck for like 1 out of 1 signed by so-and-so. It's a piece of Slim Jim.
Yep.
I go in-ring sponsorships.
Yeah, well, my vote doesn't matter, but my vote would have been for the Jeff Hardy match, personally. But
I didn't expect that
Any
one.
reason why over in-ring sponsorships?
well, I'm not really holding this one up to just WWE. I can't. I mean, I know
Okay.
you may be saying it now after the fact, but last week when we talked about it, it was all inclusive and like it's been in wrestling for a long time. Like,
Yes, excess.
I don't like it, but yeah, so it sucks, but it's not new and it's kind of been around long enough. Whereas I think eyesore versus black eye, and like Jeff Hardy thinks of black eye on the business, whereas it's just an eyesore. But
Gotcha.
yeah,
All right.
it doesn't matter.
Next match. Oh God. We have the Katie Vick storyline or Goldberg, just Goldberg.
Student recklessness.
Well,
Out of curiosity, how many second round matches do we have left for you guys to use your vetoes?
Oh no.
This is match number 12, so 12, 13, 14, 15. So about 5 matches left.
Okay. Just figured I'd give you guys a reminder. Also for our viewers, if you want to use a veto these next 5 matches or so, you need to do a subscription right now.
That's very
If you don't like what we pick.
Hold on, I got another phone call. Hello?
It's Brett
Bret
again,
Hart
this
again, yeah.
motherfucker. He does not know how to use a phone
Yo,
at this
tell
hour.
Brett to leave us alone, man. We're doing a
He
show.
is sleeping.
Really?
This is crazy.
Okay.
Thank you.
I think
Me
his
too.
nurse is taking care of him.
It was Bret Hart.
Yeah, we know.
He's an avid watcher of the show.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if I want that.
He says he doesn't matter.
It
He
doesn't
watches
matter.
We haven't done one sharpshooter in 3 years, so I start now.
It's either Goldberg or one of the two degenerates that he hates. So which one are we picking?
Exactly. He has a lot of thoughts on this, so he said he'll wait for you guys to talk first.
Man, this is a weird one, man. I don't know. I my gut says Goldberg because of the injuries, of all the stupid stuff he did, of how he like ruined some storylines. He literally ruined a man's career, probably not just one. But the Katie Vick storyline was just like, when you think of the worst storyline in wrestling history, I don't know how this is one of the first ones that comes to your brain. Oh man. I'm gonna go with Goldberg.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Goldberg as well because I can look back on the Katie Vick storyline. As much as it sucked, you can laugh at it and look at it and be like, "Wow, that was really bad." You look back on Goldberg. I mean, like you said, he hurt people. He was not careful in that ring, and he got over, and it made for a lot of people be inspired by that kind of like recklessness. Like, oh,
Yeah.
I can do that, and like honestly, people like Goldberg gave us people like Ryback.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
other
Totally fair.
talentless hacks that get in the ring and do these things and injure people. So yeah, it's Goldberg.
Yep. And good thing Ryback's not a watcher of the show either.
God, I dare you, Ryback. You.
You probably don't know how to turn on a computer.
Huh?
No.
What? All right. Next up, we have the IWC versus Vince forcing Savage to retire. For me, this is a pretty easy one. I think the IWC is worse for wrestling, even though the Vince thing was pretty significant. It led us to get Savage on WCW, and if anything, it like fueled a better little Monday Night War thing. So I don't think it hurt it. I think if anything, it might have helped a little bit, like thinking back on it.
Yeah, I'm with you. IWC is my vote.
Mm-hmm. You do wonder though, if he still wrestled consistently and all that stuff, would he have passed away as early as he did? That's the only question that you wonder.
Probably.
Yeah, because I don't think that was
Yeah.
from wrestling.
If anything, he would have died sooner. Probably. Being on
Also,
the road
if
more.
he didn't retire earlier, would he have been Bonesaw? Vince would have let him be Bonesaw. Wouldn't have let him.
All right, next up, we have the death of Owen Hart or Bully Ray as a podcaster.
Jesus.
This is an interesting one. Like, this is a hard one. Because
we really need to think of it's just Bully Ray, not wrestlers as podcasts.
yeah, that's what I was gonna say. But
we can't include Bischoff and Booker and all. It's just Bully Ray as a podcaster. So it's very important just to consider here.
But he has
It's
a lot
easy
of
to love.
influence as Bully Ray because of like, fans growing up with him and really liking him and stuff like that. The Thunder Rosa stuff. So he does have a lot of influence on it. Whereas the death of Owen Hart, I mean, that's something that impacted wrestling for decades, is the whole Martha Hart stuff, the whole Hall of Fame stuff. And then when AEW came into play, that's when all of a sudden the Owen Hart stuff broke back open because of Martha Hart, because of the Owen Hart Cup. I'm going to go with the death of Owen Hart.
Yeah. I'm with you because like it's easy to not compare it. I think you know what I mean when I say this. But, like it's easy to like compare this with like the Benoit thing as like the two like big things. But like this one happened like in a ring. Like it affected like a show and like the carelessness of like the crew and all this. Yeah, it's Owen here.
Exactly. Like I feel like it didn't just affect this didn't just affect the fans. It affected locker room, because that match with Stone Cold and Undertaker, they did not want to be in that ring that night after that.
No one did.
And you saw their faces. They literally said, "We're gonna do this match at like three speed and just get this shit done with," because we don't. It was terrible.
Yep.
But
And I think I've mentioned it here on the show before over the years, but like I don't want to see it, but it really does kind of like tickle my brain where I think of like, God forbid, how would AEW or WWE handle like something like this today? You know what I mean? Like, would it be any different? Would they legit just pull
No,
the show?
no, I think it would.
You know what
I
I
think it would
mean?
be very different. If someone died in the ring today, I think the show would be
Just
shut down.
yeah, I don't want to see it at all. But
No, of
like my
course not.
brain thinks of it sometimes. Like
Corporate sponsorships, stockholders, all that stuff. That would be. They'd have to stop the shows.
Yeah, I agree.
there's a lot more cameras now though. Like
Mhm.
that shit's getting online.
Oh,
Exactly.
100%.
That's why they'd have to stop the
Alright.
show because
All right. Either way, we can continue.
Unlike the Owen
Sorry.
Hart stuff, we will see the person die, which is terrible.
Yeah,
All
I
right,
don't
next
wanna-
up we have
yeah.
Triple H marrying the boss's daughter or the Shane McMahon greatest wrestler of all time run.
Triple H marrying the boss's daughter. The ripple effect is still going on
Triple
today.
H marrying the boss's daughter, yes, 100%.
Yeah.
All right,
It's-
cool.
Honestly, I think after this round, it's gonna start getting super hard. But like this, yeah.
Well, also, though, I'm glad we're getting a lot of the conversation, like the big points out, so when we go to the next round, it's going to be like, all right, now just really think of which one is
Is this
ours.
the last matchup of the
Last
second
matchup, so we're
round?
going to do a commercial break after this and then finish the tournament.
All right. Well, if anybody has a veto, now's the time. This is it.
If there's
So,
a triple veto,
depends how you people vote. We have WWE's partnership with AAA and TNA or Kurt Angle's retirement run. Juice, why don't you
I'm
go
saying
first
it.
since you don't have a veto?
Kurt Angle's retirement run.
Oh, interesting.
That's it.
okay.
I made it to the last matchup of the round. I'm being emotional. But
That's
this
what I
sucked.
want.
This was awful. This is it. I don't care about the rules of retirement, who should win, who should not. Kurt Angle's retirement run. That's my vote. Y'all can do what you want. Use your vetoes. I don't care. Whatever.
All right. Jim, you want to go next?
Yeah, sure. Again, I was there. I didn't like it. I hated it. And again, it sets a precedent where, like, one of the greatest in-ring performers of all time asked for a certain type of way to retire, was told no, was given this, and he just said he had to just take it. It's like Cena was in the building. He was dressed up like Thugonomics. You could have done the perfect bookend. No, we get Baron Corbin. I think the match ended like he missed his moonsault and then he picked him up for the end of days and that was it. Like there was no real story. There was no real in-ring whatever. It's like one of the greatest in-ring performers.
Don't make me relive it. Just make your vote.
Kurt Angle.
Oh, how disappointing I can't use my veto, but I also will go with Kurt Angle's retirement run.
Yes!
Just because I think it did set a precedent. I mean, look at John Cena's retirement run. Also terrible, and I don't think I don't think long retirement runs are the way to go. And I think this showed it, and it's going to continue showing how long retirement runs are stupid.
I appreciate you both supporting me, but I want the record to show that I know I'm probably wrong here.
You know what
No,
it is though, and you know why I didn't vote for AAA and TNA, because we just said before how TNA is really at the bottom of the barrel right now. So WWE partnering with them isn't, I don't think, terrible for the business because TNA wasn't doing shit for the business. AAA, it kind of helps AAA a little bit as far as getting eyes on them. It doesn't help them as far as like looking even and really getting fans to want to watch them, but at least some fans who might be into Lucha Libre stuff, it's like, oh, AAA is something, let me go over there and check it out. I can't find a good thing about Kurt Angle's retirement run. Whereas the other one, I could find at least, like I just said, one or two decent things. So
yeah. All right. So before we go to commercial, since it doesn't matter, since it's a clean sweep, for the record, I'm changing my vote. I'm going back to WWE partnerships.
Shit, Kurt Angle is a watcher. He's gonna get nasty now.
I know. I just listen. Yeah, I want to get it. I want to stick it to my guns. I got emotional. I got it out of my system. Thank you all for supporting me, but
I was there. That's why I didn't like it.
do whatever you want with your votes. But truthfully, my vote, it should be the WWE partnerships because it's the territories all over again. So that's worse for the sport. That's my vote.
yeah, it's fair. All right. That's it. Veto. No, I'm just kidding.
Whatever you
veto
want.
against myself.
Whatever you want.
We're going to run a 3-minute ad, and then we'll be back to finish the tournament. Please don't go anywhere.
Yes, let's go.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. If you looked in the chat as we went to break, Harley used her veto. We discussed it. It is allowed, so we will be making that change. Colonel's retirement run no longer makes it to the next round. It is WWE's partnership with AAA and TNA.
Thank you, Harley. Thank you. You righted the ship. I steered it into the iceberg, and you brought it back.
First Mercedes, now this. She's out of control.
That's right.
All right, so we're starting with round 3.
So we're down to 16 now, right?
Down to 16, Sweet 16.
Oh, brother, this is gonna get hard now, though. Even though we talked a lot about him.
All right, Sorry, I'm looking for my
round 3.
Round 3.
No more vetoes.
No more vetoes. Sorry, Keverlass. Sorry, Jim. Sorry, myself. No more vetoes. Next,
didn't want to veto anyway.
First up, we have Dixie Carter's handling of TNA or the Death of Territory Wrestling. Oof. I'm gonna go with Dixie Carter's handling of TNA.
Okay.
We discussed it. I don't think we have. I don't have too much more to discuss. I think I just gotta go with my gut on that.
See.
And this, ladies and gentlemen, you just get to look at the two DeFalcos and just see their brains work.
Because I'm thinking, because obviously there's nothing really left to sell me on. The thing is, like, it's just hard because, like, one of them I lived through, and the other one, like, was before my time, but, like, I've heard about it a ton. So it's like, what they both did. It's just hard. One resonates more,
So then my question, let me pose it to you this way, is Jim said something last round that the Death of Territory Wrestling was inevitable. Was the downfall of TNA inevitable? So maybe think of it like that. If one was going to happen no matter what, was the other one definitely going to happen, or did Dixie really was?
See, I don't really. The thing is, I don't really agree with that. It was inevitable.
Ooh, okay.
I don't think with like with the internet, with cable TV, all that stuff, like networks weren't gonna pick up 10 different wrestling.
It would have become something different on a cheaper scale. I mean, like. It would have still. I mean, obviously the independents happened, ECW happened, Ring of Honor. Like,
imagine if we had Territory Wrestling and then we had an app of just wrestling. That would have been awesome.
But those existed mainly through like DVDs. Like I remember you going to shows, buying the DVDs to catch up on shows because like that's kind of how it was.
You know what? I'm gonna go with Death of Territory. I think it's just a bigger scale.
Ooh, all right.
So it's up to you, Jim. Your vote.
Because see, it's hard. Because again, like what I said with. I do feel it was inevitable in some way, shape, or form. If it wasn't Vince that did it, someone somewhere would have done something.
He's backtracking now.
I'm backtracking.
I'm just kidding.
This is how my brain works. I gotta do everything. Dixie Carter's handling of TNA. Let's just think for a second.
I don't want to.
Okay, then you can just sit there.
Okay.
So just think for a second, except for Juice. Dixie Carter, if somebody competent ran TNA, and you had the prime years of Samoa Joe, AJ Styles, Christopher Daniels, all those guys, and you didn't really, need Bischoff running things, Russo running things, all that stuff, and you just said, we're going to do our show, and you used everything the right way, and that was still going today, how different would the wrestling world be? Because that'd be a third legitimate option. I still don't think TNA is a legitimate option for people. Like I put it this way: Ospreay's a free agent. If he's ever a free agent, will he ever say, "I'm going to TNA over WWE or re-signing with AEW"? Never. I'll never have that money because it lost so much goodwill and faith with I'm guessing with businesses, with financiers and all that stuff.
Jim, I need a vote, bro.
I'm thinking again. Shit. I gotta go Dixie Carter because again, there's a lot of what ifs and recency bias. Because again, today we could still be seeing something different. I go with Dixie Carter.
Alrighty.
All right.
Dixie Carter moves on to the Elite Eights. Next up, we have wrestling superfans or Saudi Arabia. I wonder where my vote's going.
Yeah, it's the Saudi relationship.
Oh man.
As much as I hate Brock Lesnar guy, green shirt guy, and all those people, they're just annoying. Saudi is what Saudi is, so I gotta go with Saudi too.
Yeah, the wrestling superfans are just lucky it was Saudi because they could have made it to Elite Eight easily.
Yeah,
but
you're lucky, green
Saudi
shirt guy.
makes it through.
If I had a veto, I would have vetoed it.
Imagine. All right, next up, we have Vince McMahon's creative decision-making or 50-50 booking.
I think this is another one is basically the other in some way.
I mean,
Yeah,
he's the one who really started all this, if we're going to be honest about it, right?
I don't want to say that. There might have been other instances of it, but he definitely.
Remember what we're
popularized
saying though. It's not 50-50 booking like as a practice. It's as a whatever idea. It's 50-50 booking as consistently and as much often as it's been used. That's how at least I'm thinking of it. That it's been used so much more often, I feel like, in the past decade than it has. Like when we were kids, I don't think it was used as much. Maybe I'm wrong because I was a kid, but
It probably was.
I don't know.
It was.
Yeah, it was. We just had our blinders on. We weren't
guess.
we weren't being overcritical.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, my vote's for Vince.
I think Vince votes for Vince.
Fire, Juice.
Oh, if Juice is fired, I'm fired. There's no show.
I so now.
Cut the feed.
All right, Vince makes it through to the next round.
See you later.
Next up, we have the What Chant versus Michael Cole's commentary.
Oh no.
This is an interesting one.
No,
it
the
was the Raw GM.
The Raw GM made it?
Yeah.
Oh, my bad. Hold on.
What is this?
My bad. I made a mistake.
Canery.
The fix is in.
I made a mistake. Wait, where is it?
Somebody say steak.
There it is. Hold on. Well, talk while I fix.
No.
What?
Judge this man.
What?
Shame him.
Stew in the mistake.
Shame him.
No, stop it. Don't look at me.
Dead air. Dead air.
This is terrible. This is my
That's not the
biggest
photo.
embarrassment.
That's not the photo.
I'm changing it. You gotta give me
Chanting
a
dead
second.
air. Chanting dead air literally defeats the purpose.
All right, the What
Well,
Chant versus the anonymous Raw GM.
That's more like it.
I should have just said I used my veto, and then it would have been all fixed.
Damn.
I'm sticking to my guns. I'm going with the What Chant. I vetoed Danny Keverlass. Again, guys, we need more than one host for this show to continue, guys. We have to stop this.
I don't know, man.
What do you mean you don't know? Stop it.
Veto's a veto, bro.
You're out
Counts,
of control.
though, right?
You're out of control.
All right, so your vote's for the What Chant?
My vote's for the What Chant. Yes, sir.
Jim, what say you?
Ooh. Talk about dead air.
Again, I'm saying the What Chant because it's still happening. And it
Yeah,
happens in
I have to.
every promotion.
As low as the Raw GM stuff was, and how dumb Michael Cole is, and how he sounds in his stupid face, What Chant could be done at any time to anyone, anywhere, in any promotion. So the What Chant.
Yeah, I as much as I want to keep this Cinderella run going for the anonymous Raw GM, despite vetoes and being ignored by our host,
That was an accident.
I'd love to keep it going, but yeah, no, my vote is also for the What Chant.
All right. The What Chant makes it through. Next up, I hope I got these right now. Now I want to question every matchup here on out. We have the Meltzer rating system versus the dirt sheets. And when you talk about what goes hand in hand, these two fucking go hand in hand. It's crazy.
Dirt sheets, my vote.
Yeah, dirt sheets. Because again, dirt sheets include the Meltzer rating system. The Meltzer rating system does not really include the dirt sheets.
See, I don't personally.
I was going to say, no, I don't agree
Meltzer's-
with that. I think the Meltzer rating system is separate from the dirt sheets.
I feel it's kind of like, it's kind of like, oh, you read the news about this, and then, oh, what does Meltzer think about it? It's kind of like his kind of critique on the wrestling.
Kind of. Either way, dirt sheets is absolutely worse for wrestling than the Meltzer rating system. Dirt sheets.
All right, Dirt Sheets making it through. Next up, we have in-ring sponsorships versus Goldberg's recklessness. Reckless.
I'll go first again. Goldberg.
How dare you?
I don't think in-ring sponsorship should be here, but I've already made that clear.
Sure,
hold
use
on.
your veto.
Yes.
Oh.
Hey, how's it going?
Brett
this
is
guy
absolutely
again.
sleeping.
Yo, Brett, there's no way this man is up this late. You have to stop this nonsense.
That was Bret Hart's proxy.
It's not true. He doesn't have a proxy.
We don't know.
Yes, we do. We're the sharpshooters.
He once again vehemently says Bill Goldberg to the end of time. So
We're contractually obligated to talk to Brett every week just to keep the name.
Bill Goldberg
Little known fact.
makes it on through. Next up, we have the IWC or the death of Owen Hart, and this is a pretty big one. I'm not sure where to start here. I mean, we said all we need to say about both of them. The IWC is pretty terrible, and the toxicity they bring is pretty terrible. And then the death of Owen Hart was something that, like we said before, affected locker rooms, affected everyone. So this one
is anyone split?
I'm split.
Yeah.
I'll go last if you want.
you go first, John.
Okay, I'm inclined to go with the IWC, like, because the death of Owen, at least there's been like a slight light at the end of the tunnel now. Like you said with the AEW stuff, it's kind of helped, like, everyone's kind of, I don't want to say healing, but like times kind of at least now made everyone feel a little bit better. The Hearts have been welcomed back into this way with AEW.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, it doesn't bring Owen back. It's tragic, but IWC is just consistently filled with, like I said, toxic fan bases. Like, everyone has a voice that should not have a voice, and it's leading to some awful things where wrestlers are stalked or hounded. They can't breathe without being criticized. It's just, IWC has so much bad to it, and like, it wasn't like this back then because we didn't have like social media boards where there were message boards, but the only people on the message boards were typically the hardcore fans that were passionate enough where they like cared about it. And
So I have a question before I vote, and I'm not being dumb. I know it's not like the bad extreme, but aren't we part of the IWC technically?
Yeah, we are.
There's a good and a bad side. You know,
I'm just asking.
We're all part of it, but usually that term is used by default generalities. Yeah, but by default, it's usually used, especially here in a derogatory sense. It's like,
For sure.
You know, it's like when people call WWE the Fed, and like, it's usually
Yeah.
a derogatory sense to piss people off. So like, it's just that. It's like a toxic community, the bad side of it. I mean,
All right. So
so I don't know,
IWC from Juice. Jim, what do you vote?
Again, I agree with all the parts that he said with Owen Hart and then the IWC, and it's like Owen Hart is getting his flowers, he's getting his respect today. Like,
well, he always had it. WWE just didn't fucking.
you know what I'm saying? Like.
Well, WWE wasn't allowed to give it to him.
Yeah, we're allowed to in public respect what he did and what he could have done. Now,
Yeah.
again,
All
like
right.
nowadays we have the internet stories of like, oh, so and so was stalked into their hotel room, so and so was stalked at the airport. John Cena was just sitting down trying to get a coffee, and a fan sings at him. Like IWC.
So many of these stories would not exist if it wasn't for like.
Yeah.
No. Like, I put it this way, I saw like on YouTube, like some like 12-year-old kid, he went to one of the WrestleManias. He had a video camera. He posted it all. He saw the wrestlers like in the hotel gym, and they're just giving him like that, and like that was enough. That was enough. You see them, like a little of that, and that you leave them alone. They do their thing. But now everybody wants that personal interaction. They want their phone out to record a wrestler getting mad, a wrestler screwing up or something, just for clicks. And it's just nonsense.
All right. IWC clean sweep through. Last up, we have Triple H marrying the boss's daughter, and what should have been Kurt Angle's retirement tour, but because of a veto from Harley, we have WWE's partnership with AAA and TNA. Another thing that kind of goes hand in hand.
Kinda.
So I'm going to go with Triple H marrying the boss's daughter here.
It's best for business. We go with marrying the boss's daughter. Triple H shut up, huh?
Yeah, I mean, we still don't know the long-term remnants of like the fallout of what this partnership will be. So it's
Yeah.
hard to gauge it. It's still awful. It's bad for the sport, but like it can still go somewhere worse.
Positive.
But
Oh.
no, this is WORSTleMania, Danny. We talk about the
I was
good.
gonna say, sorry, we had two different words on there.
Yeah. And something else we haven't really brought up with this whole Triple H marrying the boss's daughter thing is I mean, granted, there's other things factored into it, but China. I mean,
Yeah.
like how it made her spiral. But I
Oh,
digress.
shit. Yeah.
I was gonna say
Yeah.
something, but I'll save it for the next round.
Yeah.
All
My
right.
vote's for also Triple H marrying the boss's daughter.
All right. With that, ladies and gentlemen, we are in the Elite Eight.
Mm-hmm.
All right. First up, give me 1 second. Here we go.
This is crazy Elite Eight.
We have Dixie Carter's handling of TNA or WWE's partnership with Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, it's Saudi. I still don't think Dixie should have made it this far. But
I think
it's Saudi.
I think Dixie had a Cinderella run, but no, I do think it's Saudi right now also.
Yeah, because again, everything with Saudi is, we all know everything about it. We don't need to discuss it. Yeah. As much as I want to play like devil's advocate on like what ifs if she didn't have control, Saudi.
All right.
Saudi in the Final Four.
Final Four. Next up, Vince McMahon's creative business practices or the what chant. I knew this was. I saw this one when I was making that. I was like, oh fuck.
What? Are you saying words or just going?
I think he's saying what?
Saying what in Vince?
Oh, I thought he was breaking up. I couldn't tell.
Oh my god, this is people at home, tell me how to vote, please. Like, I don't know what to vote for this one.
I'm split too, so Jim, I don't know if you feel strongly. If you do, go.
I think Vince is gonna vote for the what chant, so he's not on this list anymore.
I'm very perplexed at the moment. I need to think. Need the fans
boy.
to talk for a second.
So we have.
All right, I'm good. I can go.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm going with Vince.
Oh.
I hate the what chants. I despise them. But you put the creative practices, the what chant. I mean, he agreed to put it on screen. You can probably argue the rest of this way for that. I think this might be our one, man. I mean, it's like
I'm also gonna go with Vince. At the very least, I can say a positive thing about the what channel where I can't say anything positive about Vince McMahon's creative business. I mean, that's not true. Vince McMahon did have some good creative stuff, but no, it's got to be Vince. It's got to be Vince.
yeah.
I'm yeeting. Watch me yeet. Watch me yeet.
Yeah, well, to be fair, Vince probably had nothing to do with eating. I don't think he
I
started
invented it all.
done already. But
I sent him a text message that night.
yeah, man. I mean, I hate the what chant, but Vince's creative business practices did so much harm to other people and talents, and it drove so many fans away over time.
Vince, sorry, but you're still in the tournament.
Life sucks and then you die.
Moving on to the next matchup, we have.
See you later.
Oh shit! We have Goldberg's attitude and recklessness or the dirt sheets. Another. I mean, these last ones are all going to be tough. So, Oof. I've been trusting my gut. I'm gonna go with Goldberg.
I'm gonna go dirt sheets.
There you go, Jimmy.
It's ruined so many shows and moments, and dirt sheets.
Okay, hold on 1 second.
Oh yeah, God.
Okay.
He's not gonna pick up now.
It's before 9. He might still pick up.
No. Bret Hart has fallen asleep. He's sleeping now.
Oh.
Told you.
Wow. Are you sure he's not in a coma because of Goldberg?
You can rest now.
No, he's sleeping. He's sleeping now.
You can rest now, Brett. It's over.
He fell asleep watching that episode of The Simpsons he was on. Yeah, I as much as Goldberg, I gotta go dirt sheets.
All right.
It's just blatant lies for clicks.
Dirt sheets making it on through. I'm not upset with that. Dirt Sheets making it up. Next up, we have Triple H marrying the boss's daughter or the IWC.
Okay, so before anyone goes, I'm just gonna say this. You brought up the China thing.
Mm-hmm.
We got a Hall of Fame induction of matches.
Well, yeah.
Before we got a solo China Hall of Fame induction. Continue.
So I'm ready, but I don't want to go first every time. Does anybody else want to go first? If anyone feels a certain way,
Sorry,
don't mind. I feel bad going first every time.
No, that's fine. I don't mind when you two go first because I'm editing and stuff here, so it's fine by me. But this one is difficult, but I think the IWC is the way to go for me.
See, for me, it's different. It's a matter of business itself, or what the fans
what's worse for the
make toxic about
wrestling
in the business. Because it's like one guy can decide who lives, who dies with their career. LA Knight, yeah, or the wrestling community just won't leave people alone. Threats, stalking. How many people have been stalked? Sonya Deville, that whole situation was terrible. And Ricochet, that whole thing as well. Fans interacting with wrestlers who are in character, things like that. That's not great either. Shit. My brain hurts, guys.
This is your fault. You chose this.
I know.
All right. Well, Danny already made his vote, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So I already know what I'm gonna do. So I'm just gonna go.
Oh yeah.
I'm going with Triple H marrying the boss's daughter.
You didn't make it any easier for Jim.
No, but I want to. I want to get. No, but I want to make my vote, and I want to I think about everything that came from it, like the Reign of Terror, like the Katie Vick stuff, like all that whole stuff with Goldberg and Steiner and Nash.
Booker.
So that whole run, killing Jericho, killing Booker, like he got this power. It led to like the Sheamus stuff.
Sting.
Like just it gave him so much power and control that we're still feeling today. And I break it down for me at least. Like I try to find, even though it's the worst, I find the good. There are corners of good on the internet with wrestling fans and fandom. There are a lot that don't like what the bad do. But with Triple H marrying the boss's daughter, there's very little good in there, at least for us as wrestling fans in this business. So my vote's for Triple H.
That's what I kind of was alluding to, where the fact is that he influences the actual business itself.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, like you said, the Reign of Terror. So I have to go with Triple H. As much as the IWC, the bad parts are a lot louder than the good parts.
Yeah, there's good in there.
All right, so our final four is Triple H marrying the boss's daughter, the IWC.
Wait, what? No.
Wait, no.
I'm sorry, Triple H marrying the boss's daughter. See, I'm reading the wrong things. So our final four are Vince McMahon's creative decisions, WWE's partnership with Saudi Arabia, Triple H marrying the boss's daughter, and the Dirt Sheets.
I think we did really good.
That's a great final four.
I think we have a good four there.
See, my fun ones were there for fun.
Oh my God. All right, so let's start off with Vince McMahon versus Saudi Arabia. Hand in hand.
Yeah, I feel bad that we're kind of doing that, but it's kind of the truth. Like,
and as much as I've been on this train of fuck Saudi Arabia, it's Vincent's fault. It's Vince McMahon's fault that we are in Saudi Arabia.
I think that speaks volumes. Like,
so
every matchup Vince has had, I think it speaks. Every matchup he's had, you can just loop right back to him.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and the thing that we have. So yeah, I'm with you on Vince as well, going to the finals.
Yep,
it's all encompassing.
It's crazy.
Vince is to fight another day.
Vince making a huge run in this. All right, and next up we have his son-in-law marrying his daughter, or the Dirt Sheets.
Boy,
this might be the first one in like the Elite Eight, Final Four, or I'm like I don't know. So if one of you know, please go first because I don't know.
I I'm lost with this one. I will say I don't. Whatever.
No, what? Say it.
No. It's going to be about the next matchup. So
Oh.
yeah.
Well, we don't know what the next matchup is yet.
Well, we know what half of it is. See, the problem with Triple H and the Boss's Art is that I think it had some good throughout. Like, there were some good storylines, like, early on. I'm talking about, like, on-screen stuff. Behind the scenes, I don't really know. He hasn't done great as a current CCO. A lot of his decisions have been either very repetitive or just not good business decisions. He's put his friends in roles and backstage that haven't panned out. And I'm speaking as a Shawn Michaels fan, and NXT has not panned out to what people thought it was going to be when Shawn Michaels took it over. I don't know if that's because of Shawn or because like they have to have them work a certain system, but that hasn't really panned out. Like you just said, the Road Dogg hasn't panned out. So but then again, the Dirt Sheets are just like literal trash at this point. Like just lies and trash all over the place in your face, and then they spoil stuff for you all the time. Like they write
whole articles. They write whole articles on like a tweet.
Yeah.
Or
they try to say like, you showed me that article the other day where it said like a pro wrestler like struck his wife or whatever, and it was Takeshita actually hitting his wife in a match. I saw like that. That's fucking crazy.
Clickbait. See, okay, crazy. So I'll go first then. So that just brought up a very good point. Dirt sheets can only bother you if you let it.
That's fair.
If you choose to ignore the dirt sheets, they don't exist.
You can't.
I know that, but I'm just saying.
The only way you can ignore dirt sheets is by not being on the internet.
Yeah. Exactly, but watching wrestling, are still affected by the ripple effect of Triple H marrying the boss's daughter.
Not if I don't watch WWE.
That's correct too. But then again,
yeah. Listen, the common fan, the one that's like the casual that doesn't go on the internet, doesn't care about any of this stuff, they're sitting there in ignorant bliss, watching the show, going like, "Time to play the game," and they're still wearing their John Cena hat and fucking spitting water. They don't care. Like, so we can't really include them. Sorry, I don't think we can.
So where do you want to go then, Juice?
I'm really taking all my Triple H like stuff out of it. I'm thinking about which thing here has hurt the business and hurt the sport of wrestling the most, and it's the dirt sheets. I think Triple H marrying the boss's daughter. I mean, there's other people that enabled that and made it worse over the years and whatnot. So yeah, I think the dirt sheets every single day, every single week ruin something. So, and yeah, we're all part of it, and we love to talk about it and know what we know. I'd love it if I didn't know half the shit that I know, but
I don't read.
It's part of the beast
sheets.
now.
I never read the dirt sheets before the intro. Like I never like try to like get Pro Wrestling Observer or anything like that, or read anything behind the scenes. Like that all happened when the internet like threw it in my face more, and even now we still try to avoid, like we actively still try to avoid it now.
Yeah, my vote's dirt sheets.
I think I'm gonna go with the dirt sheets too, because like I said, like I don't actively like my other thing with Triple H marrying the boss's daughter. I understand the ripple effect and whatever, but I think with TKO taking over, it's showing that it's not just Triple H right now. It's just their little WWE system, because TKO is technically in charge. They're making decisions, not Triple H. Triple H is more of like an on-screen character, if anything, at this point. So like
he's basically Dana White.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm going with the dirt sheets also.
Like, how does Michael Hayes still have a job and create?
I don't understand.
Well, that's a whole other can of worms.
Pritchard, like how do they like how?
All right, time for our finals.
All right, big finals. We have Vince McMahon's creative business practices or the dirt sheets. Both awful. Both been around a long time.
Hell of a finals.
Longevity included. Check for both. Lies. Check for both.
We made it. We're at the finals. How are you feeling about where it shook out?
I think this is the perfect finals. I think this is the correct finals. Like, since I've been alive, these are the two most negative things in pro wrestling.
I feel terrible
Why?
about what I want to say.
Say it. I want to hear it. Now I'm excited.
I think my vote's for the dirt sheets.
Boy,
Ooh.
very interesting.
I'm trying. Now I don't want to say devil's advocate. I'm trying to use my argument of like finding the good in both of these. And as much as Vince has done so many bad and awful things, he's given us a lot of good in between. It's what we grew up with. It's how we came to love the sport, quite frankly. It's because of the good that he did in between, or the even if they were happy accidents that he fell into, he put them on the screen. He did. I'm not defending him at all. I'm just thinking of the good in each of these things, and like you said with TKO, what TKO is doing now with WWE versus what Vince was doing. The dirt sheets have never given us anything good at all. So, you can sway me. My vote's for the dirt sheets.
Well, the dirt sheets have given us the PWI Top 500. Isn't that in the dirt sheets technically? We have a segment of that every year.
I don't know, but that's Meltzer doing it, and then that's fan voted. That's his community voting on it. That's not the dirt sheets. Wait, the PWI 500? That's not even Meltzer. That's just a magazine.
Okay, wouldn't that be the dirt sheets though? Isn't that like the original dirt sheets was the PWI magazines and stuff like that?
I mean, I guess so. I never had a PWI.
I'm just playing devil's advocate of just saying like just looking for someone.
No, I don't know. Yeah, no, you're a good point. Yeah, I don't know. I never had the magazine or subscribed or whatever, so I don't know how. I guess they were.
I think I bought it once because of the top 500, and like it was just a big magazine. I didn't know what to. And like I said, a lot of the articles were just like behind the scenes stuff that I wasn't interested in, so I just went right to the list. Jim, any ideas you got? So it sounds like we have one for the dirt sheets.
See, this is something that you and me were on the same wavelength. I was thinking about trying to not. You.
Okay, well, you got pronouns.
There's two U's.
This guy.
Utes.
Pronouns Jones over here. Okay, go.
Yeah. So I was thinking of trying to think of the good as well as the bad, because again, I know it's WORSTleMania, which is the worst of everything.
Mm-hmm.
But there is a silver lining of what Vince has done that was good. Memories of things that are good.
Yeah.
Are those memories clouded because of bad? For you, you say no.
But remember,
I mean,
remember
maybe,
what we're saying here, though. We're saying what's the worst thing to happen to wrestling. So
That's
when you're thinking about all that encompassing, you also have to remember Saudi Arabia, which we all been saying this whole time. That's a Vince thing that's going to last for another 4 years and maybe beyond that. Some of these other things, think of all the Piggy James and all the women shaming storylines. That was all Vince McMahon. The Katie Vick storyline, that was a Vince McMahon story.
Michael
Cole stuff, that was Vince McMahon. Like all this stuff that throughout here that we've been talking about has all been Vince McMahon. I'm gonna go with Vince McMahon. I just want he needs some hate.
Hey, listen,
I'm just you know what I mean.
You are, yeah. I'm with you. I'm with you on either of these winning. I just like.
Let's go, Vince. End the show, baby. What you got for us? Where's that little puppet? Oh, Vince.
It was me, Austin. It was me all along. I'm the worst thing to ever happen to professional wrestling.
There you go.
Son of a bitch. You all bought it. And immediately family bought it. It was me, Austin.
When's your? I have a question for you. One question for the road.
Wait, he looks like he left.
Oh, he's gone. Oh,
Back.
Oh, great. My question for you was when's your next court date?
I have to confer with my legal team for that one.
Oh, of course. Okay. Well, we'll see you soon. On TMZ.
Let us know when we're last talk to you after that. But no, I mean, listen, it's hard because, like you said, Vince you could argue Vince is one of the best things that's ever happened to pro wrestling. But at the same time, with the good comes the bad, and a lot of bad, and a lot of very bad.
Yeah.
So,
For
Both
sure.
of them, dirt sheets though, or also like again, we actively try to avoid the dirt sheets. Like I get rid of everything that's dirt sheets. It's just so annoying. It's just the worst.
Mhm.
So
Again, when you said the thing of like I was gonna lead up to that, like everything that his creative,
Yeah.
Saudis included, all the things that we hated, Kurt
I know.
Angle's retirement, all that stuff. I know it all encompasses. And the dirt sheet encompasses the IWC. It encompasses like Meltzer stuffs. It's like it's a whole kind of a thing.
these are the two like biggest umbrellas that we could really get in terrible pro wrestling.
We did right. We had the two probable best ones that weren't like
Worst
niche.
ones. Oh, did everyone freeze? Did I freeze?
What?
Oh,
I lost you guys for a second. I'm back.
we're all back. I think everyone froze except for me. That was
That's
weird.
weird.
Odd. Well, either way, I think we did well. Look at that. A clean sweep for Vince McMahon. Who would have thought, right, everybody?
That's what he
We did.
deserves. Hopefully that happens in real life as well.
No. Okay.
All 12 jurors. Wait, what? Sorry. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for sticking with us. I hope you enjoyed it. Jim, thank you very much for this tournament. It was actually
Happy to be
me
here.
and Juice were talking about it the entire time leading up to it. It was so interesting. We had a lot of fun with it. It really made us think outside the box, so I really enjoyed it a lot. And yes, please enjoy your night. We're gonna have a lot of things coming up in the month of April. We have WrestleMania. We have Dynasty predictions next week. I believe potentially a crate unopening as long as we get our boxes in time.
Yeah,
So-
it wouldn't be next week, the crate, because the
Oh,
crate
it's 2
ships.
weeks?
Yeah,
12th.
Yeah, the crate ships on the 12th, so we probably wouldn't have that until
Ugh.
the show before me.
It'll be in April.
if we're
though,
lucky.
We'll open a crate.
It'll be in April.
Yeah.
And we got some other fun stuff planned. We'll do some WrestleMania themed stuff. I think might do something with that WrestleMania moments list. I think. I'll look that over.
That list.
Yeah, we'll talk about that.
All right.
Yeah, it's been fun. Thank you all so much, and yeah, we'll see you on the next one.
Peace out, everybody.
Down.